Conviction might be the #1 trait of the top salespeople. If you have someone stood in front of you who has unwavering belief about what it is they do, sell, or whatever, you, as a human being, buy into that. I think Loki nailed this from Avengers, that humans are bred, crave being led. We like to feel comfortable and safe in the shadow or following behind someone paving the path ahead of us. It's the truth. And so if you are able to have that conviction, people will feel comfortable and inspired around you. So it's probably the most powerful sales thing you can do. But it's also a bundled term, very wish-washy, and how the hell do you demonstrate conviction? That is not a useful piece of feedback to give someone. Oh, you need to be more convicted. What does that mean? We need to break this down into behaviors that you can take to be described as someone with conviction, all right? So I've got some notes here so that I give this some justice. Conviction for me, in the way that I've been thinking about it, please correct me or add in your own thoughts about what you believe conviction to be. But I think it's being convicted is declaring statements with a strong tonality or like a finality in your voice of this is the truth, right? So I'm coming at you at the start of this video. Conviction is the #1 most important thing for a salesperson to master, right? That sounds, I've said that with conviction because I've given it as a statement of fact with this air of authority. Again, you've got to be careful here that you're not brainwashing people with lies, but that's the way that we deliver it. That's like the first step into how to sound convicted, is be firm and confident in the way that you talk. But is it the best way to get someone to do what you want to do? Definitely not. And so how can we level this skill up? Once you are a person of severe conviction, how do we take you from a religious zealot who is out there shouting on the streets that God is the way to salvation, to someone who is going to help people change their minds or see the light and take action on whatever it is that you believe is the best thing ever? And the trick to this is simply ask questions to lead the person you're speaking to so that they say the statement themselves with conviction, because that way they will believe it. And so if you ask these questions with the same level of conviction, that same tonality, that same air of finality, when people then answer it, they will give you a firmer response. And if they don't, you get them to give you a firmer response. And if they say it with conviction, they will then believe it, and that will change their beliefs, and then changing their beliefs, hopefully, you will then enable them to change their behaviors, which is what we want to do as salespeople. We don't necessarily want them to pay us. Obviously, that is the goal, but the top goal above that is for them to make a decision to make a change and then to actively do something. And if going with you is a decision, or sorry, if not going with you is a decision they have made, you have still done your job successfully, because they will now take some form of action, even if that means it's not with you. Yeah. That's it. So now hopefully you can speak with more conviction. Now you have a framework that you can use to help take your customers on a journey throughout the sales call in a way that they will come away feeling lighter and feeling more likely that things are going to happen and that their dreams might be able to come true. Hopefully that helps.